Okay, March 6th is the day today, and it's 6:16 p.m. So I'm gonna ouch. I don't know why it's hurting again. Like a little bit, just a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I somehow managed to wait all the time. Wait for like 2 weeks to do this video, to finish off this video, February school update video. Oh, by the way, you know, I don't know why it just came up to me, but the Game of Thrones Season 8 official trailer just came out, and I'm pretty excited, actually. But yeah, that's not the point. Where did I last leave off? Where did I last leave off? Where have I last left off? So yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah, I kind of forgot where did I last leave off. So I'm just gonna. I guess I'm gonna just start off with February 18th. Yeah. So first of all, Christopher hates me. I've been saying these three words, Christopher hates me, for like a very long time now, and it's not even like a suspicion now. It's like, yeah, it's a fact. He hates me, and nobody kind of knows why. Yeah. And then on February 18th, he started to, like talk to Nick. Nick is like right now my only friend. Not like a really close friend, but the kind of friend where you hang out with all the time because you just, you're just used to it. And, Christopher is trying to like steal him away from me now. So he's talking to Nick all the time. But fortunately, Christopher gave up because he knows that a couple days of talking is always not as strong as 8 years. 8 years of friendship, or 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. 7. Also, I kinda made a bucket list because, I was at the last leg of February. I was just in a very desperate position, very despair. Huh, that's weird. I just realized something. I think I completely forgot to write my diary entry on February 19th, but okay, that's, yeah, well, anyway, I made a bucket list because, I didn't want to, I didn't forget to write February, I didn't forget to write my entry on February 19th, I just wrote the date wrong. Yeah, anyway, I have a bucket list, 5 things to do, 5 essential things to do, 5 ultimate things to do before I actually leave school, so I don't leave school like a total loser. At least when I leave, I don't leave as if I never came, And those 5 things are, 2 hysterical things, 2 mean things, and 1 very normal and actually sadly normal thing. And that one would be talk to Mary, Linda, and Bernice again. That's actually 3 things. Yeah, and then the other 4 would be, I'll reveal them sometime soon. I'm not gonna say it now, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's something exciting. Anyway, February 19th, oh man. Like, I was just so soaked up in this, this hatred with school. And yeah, early in the morning, it was raining. Oliver came out of nowhere, and I shared my umbrella with him. Hey, no homo. And I also noticed that Mary had stopped wearing glasses. She used to wear glasses, but now she doesn't. And now she just wears contact lens. And also, the other day, oh yeah, on February 20th, the next day, after the school hall assembly, our class teacher just talked to Mary for some reason. And then on the other day, even weirder, I guess, Caroline and Christopher like talk to each other for some weird reason. Like it's not a surprise that they know each other, but it's weird that they are all of a sudden, talking to each other. And I can't. There we go. Okay, February 20th. This is where things get interesting. Also sad, I guess. Chemistry for both of the school-based assessments, which is basically this test we have to take like twice or thrice a month. And these tests are specifically like lab tests, and I got really low scores, 3.5 out of 10 and 5 out of 10. And I'm just so fed up with this shit. And then, and then, after lunch, I and Nick, for a very long period of time, I and Nick had lunch by ourselves because I'm just not interested in having lunch with other people. And then, I want to be happy for the rest of my high school life, but it's very obvious that my situation right now just doesn't cut it. And lately I've been getting this really, really bad feeling that I am the biggest loser ever, at least at school. And it's just like I'm this small, unimportant little kid whining and complaining about every little thing while everyone else around me are doing real man, real woman things. And I just feel like a total loser, like an unproductive loser. And then on the night of February 20th, originally I planned to, film a video and, use the computer. And, I was in my pajamas because I would rather wear pajamas than to wear anything else. Definitely not the school uniform, especially when I was having my dinner. And then my mom, tapped my back, and I was pretty pissed off about that. And then, and then my parents just decided to think I'm crazy, to think I'm some sort of a freak. And my mom also decided to disable my computer as long as she wants. Basically, that's it. But right now, it's over. It's over now, okay? Yeah. February 21st. Yeah, and I also wanted to add that, even though at that night, I was like, I was trying my best to open up to my mom and dad, but yet, the way my mom sees me is not really the real me. And ironically, me right now is the realest me possible. Like, I'm actually laying out my problems in front of the world other than my mom and my classmates, I guess. That's, I'm almost an idiot for saying all this shit on YouTube and uploading it because, if I wouldn't even, be extremely honest in front of my classmates and my parents, why would I be this honest in front of the rest of the world? I have no idea. But I enjoy doing this. Sports class, aka PE class, the floor was wet, so we had to go to indoors and we played dodgeball, basically dodgeball, but using frisbee and soft frisbee. So when we get hit, we don't actually die or get decapitated or anything that serious. And yeah, of course, our class in 5E, we are 5A, they are 5E. We, we attended the class together as usual in Form 5, aka 11th grade, and it was pretty fun. I was in a bad mood, but still, it's pretty fun. Linda kills it totally. And then, of course, another chemistry, school-based assessment, laboratory, experimental, practical test, whatever. Yeah. And I actually talked to Cedric about my parents' issues, like what the hell should I do? You know, my mom just disabled my computer because of this one small thing, and I'm pretty pissed off. And Cedric told me that I shouldn't care about it. I shouldn't. Alright, yeah, well, anyway, let's... Okay, damn, why is it so hard to flicker? Alright, here we go. February 22nd. First of all, the draft report card is given to us very temporarily, and then it's taken back, of course, because, procedure. But yeah, report card is basically, a piece of paper that writes down all your grades. But instead of grades, we, the intellectuals, we use numbers. Like, it's so dumb. Whose idea is it to, make grades a thing? Like, 90 to 100 gets an A, so I don't know. So if you got 90 for a test versus getting 100 for a test, you'll still get an A. That's not accurate, okay? Why not just use the numbers instead? Like, use the actual value. Why? Yeah, anyway. English, out of the entire friggin' form, I am number 7. That's not that bad. Not bad at all, but just could have been better, in my opinion. Because last time I did better. And then for English reading subcategory, I got number 5. English writing, I got number 2. Oh my gosh. English listening and integration, for some reason, I got number 20 because I guess I sucked at the integration part. And for English speaking, I got number 7, which is total bullshit because I deserve higher. I know, I sound kind of cocky, but right now I'm speaking in English, and I guess the reason why I'm not really that, I'm not the best of the entire form is because, when I have to speak English very formally, I'm not that fluent, I guess, but I'm still more fluent than, I guess, most of my class. I'm not being cocky. I suck at Chinese. I got 115. Number 115 in Chinese out of 152 students. For English, for Chinese reading, I totally suck. 142. And yeah, I'm in the bottom 10. For writing, insanely, surprisingly, number 34 for Chinese listening and integration also sucked, 139. And for speaking, average, mediocre, it's 46. And for maths, I'm number 5 of the entire form. Hell yeah. And then for liberal studies, the essay writing subject, I got 43, which is not that bad. For physics, out of 46 students, I am ranked number 10. Yes, and for chemistry, out of 72 students, I'm ranked 25. For biology, out of 59, I'm ranked 8. Whoa, hell yeah. And for PE, out of 71 students, I'm ranked 50. Out of 71 male students, I'm ranked 50. Yes, I suck. I admit it. I fucking suck. And I don't know why, but I'm just, on that day, I was just in a very, a self-aware mood. And I started asking people, have I changed? I asked Cedric, about my parents' issues, and Cedric somehow also told me that I've changed a lot, drastically. Yeah, in 7th grade, I'm this crazy ass, innocent, naive, young boy who's very fun and playful, and now I'm almost the complete opposite. I'm old, I am broken, physically and psychologically a little bit, maybe. Just a little bit, and I am boring, I'm mundane, and I'm hateful. I don't hate everything, but like I've never hated more things than I do now, you know. And I asked Nick, and he was like, "Yeah, you changed a lot." I asked Oliver, and he said I didn't change at all, which is weird. It's like people's like it's like, different people see me very differently, like very. And yeah, yeah, yeah. February 25th, after the weekend, after having my haircut, I saw Sammy, fake name, who is one of the friends of Linda's, and is a fat, a very tall one at that, very skinny one at that, like, and not even a very curvy thick one, like a skinny one. Yeah, I saw her. She didn't see me, so it's fine. And also, in the weekend, I tried to talk to Natalie. I figured out it's been so long, and I don't want this to be my life. I want to change. Like I want this situation to change. All right, and I want to start off by talking to Natalie, by opening up to her and telling her how I feel. You know, but I know I tried to talk to her, but she's like, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, like in WhatsApp, of course. Anyway, seat change, hell yes. And I sat beside Kingsley now, who, if you don't know, is this very talented, awesome, outgoing, yeah, very strong, tough, not like big, not like bulk, but like, big guy, and I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that because he's not hostile. He's not hostile towards me. And in front of me, it's Edward, and beside of Edward, it's Betsy, and all three of them are pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. February 26th, it's the Oscars, and no wait, February 25th, is the Oscars. Yeah, February 26th, I had the drama competition with the rest of my drama teammates, and we had two full runs of the play before we actually had the competition officially, and it was actually quite tense and nervous, even though I wasn't as nervous as I was before, but still, like I don't know, it just feels so amateurish and awkward. Like, this play might be the worst play I have done, and the best one, of course, is Macbeth. Last year, I got to play the main character. Ha ha ha. Yeah. 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 Well, anyway, I won an award for it, so it's all good. And so did my friend, of course. And yeah, speaking of friends in the drama club, the drama team, I actually, I'm actually really, social and outgoing in the drama team. It's just like two very different situations, comparing this drama team to like the situation in my class and the rest of the form, I guess. So yeah, by the way, we did Confessions of a Shopaholic because our supervisor teacher loves a sitcom, and I thought it's a bad idea, but whatever, I'll do it. And I'm basically this supporting character this time, the boyfriend figure, also the boss of a woman who's played by this girl who's a year younger than me, and she's actually the vice chairperson for Natalie's student union cabinet. But in actuality, she is the chairperson, but the hidden one, the secret one, and Natalie is the puppet, and yeah, and then at the end, I had to be sweet and flirt with her a little bit, and the entire audience just ooh, even though in the script we changed it a little bit, so it wouldn't be like a romantic ending, but yeah. And yeah, immediately after that, I started to feel sick, and my mouth and my tongue started to become terrible. All right, just fuck. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, February 27th, I was not feeling that good, and emotionally, um, as well. And in the morning, we had to like group up randomly, like of course assigned by our English teacher, but in English class we had to like, sit in groups in four, and we had to discuss something, and of course we never, talked about, our English, subject, and instead, Edward, Harry, and Suki, fake name Suki, it's a Japanese name as well. They started to talk about these superstitious things, these supernatural things like Chinese superstitions, and I was just fascinated by it. Suki said she was really tired, even though she slept for such a long time. And Harry asked, is there anything dirty in your house? Meaning, is there a ghost in your house? And, they started talking about ghosts. There are all kinds of ghosts. People with yin-yang eyes can see ghosts, and ghosts have different colors. Some are black, some are green, some are red, and usually black is the worst. And, whoa. Of course, I don't believe any of that, but it's interesting. February 28th, we have to spend 1 hour and 30 minutes for another Chinese test, where we have to write around 1,000 words, maybe more. Yes, more, actually, way more. About hero characters in classic Chinese literature. We need to write an essay about that. We need to discuss our thoughts on that. And yeah, totally sucks. Yeah, but it's still better than the stupid ass English project, of course. Yeah, and then after school, AJ, Edward, and Adam mentioned Hans's mystery girlfriend, whom he nicknamed as tea, like a sweet tea, like the kind of tea where it's like a little bitter but also a little sweet, I guess. Yeah. Also, on a side note, I saw Bernice crying in the corridor in the hallway. Not really the hallway because it's outdoors, but yeah. And that's like a couple weeks back. And then that's it. That's it for February. I wasn't in a good mood at all. And a lot of bad things happened. My mouth and my tongue was in so much pain, especially for my tongue. I never had sores on my tongue, and even though it's such a small sore, it hurts so much. I could barely talk and barely speak. And a little bit, into March, I was still like not in a great mood, and I feel really bad because as time goes by, I feel like I'm always this stupid ass kid who's just whining and complaining, and I feel like a total loser. Like Natalie right now, she's really successful. She's got a lot of people around in the class, being fascinated by her. Like a lot of people in our class right now thinks that Natalie is this super cool, edgy girl who's like kind of psychotic, and I'm like, bruh, it's not that cool. And then Jordana is like, before Jordana is both talented and dark, very dark person. And it's almost like Jordana had completely passed on her darkness to someone else. I even thought maybe she gave some to me, but I was like, no. If she did pass on, like let's assume like darkness is like an actual matter, and you can pass that on to someone else. Like even if I receive it, I wouldn't, I wouldn't feel like a loser. Yeah, well, anyway. Uh yeah, and then Jeffrey's really successful, has a girlfriend in 8th grade, and Mary's successful. She's still like this cute girl who's kind of a thought, and she's still going around speaking languages. I actually haven't heard her talk, like, 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 officially and loudly talk for like a year now or something. I don't know. Yeah, a year. Over a year. Yeah, over a year. 1.5 years maybe. I don't know. I didn't keep track. And last Sunday I ranted. You know, at Cedric. Not really a rant, but why? Like why? And you know what? There's only 1 year left for my school life, and I'm going to live my school life to the fullest. So you know what? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change so that the situation around me can change. I'm not gonna change my personality, of course. I'm gonna start being super friendly, and I'm gonna start being super outgoing and risky. If things get awkward and risky and dicey, I don't fucking care. And I'm just gonna try and gain more friends, and hopefully I can gain a reputation of some sorts, and a very special reputation, of course. That would be nice. So yeah, these are the things that had happened in February 2019, and I'm so tired right now. I'm sorry for stuttering a lot. I'm just so tired. I've been sleeping for less than 5 hours every day since like 2 months ago. So yeah,